Today, I'll give you 4 steps to sample just like Kanye West, and we will go beyond the basics of sample chopping and adding drums. Instead, I'll give you an overview of skills you need to build up to become as good as Kanye. So we'll go through the importance of samples, having a vision, collaboration, walking away from your songs, and we will finish with a full beat. So let's just get into step number 1, sample selection. And so even though most people who want to make beats like Kanye already consider samples really important, still most of them underestimate their importance. So I'm here to tell you that samples are even more important than you think they are. And so when it comes to samples, I usually use this 80-20 rule, which basically states that 20% of your effort gives you 80% of the result, and it also works the other way around, that 80% of effort gives you 20% of the result. And so the sample, and more importantly picking the right sample, is 20% of effort, because relatively finding the right sample is not that hard, but getting that right sample will give you the 80% of the result that you want. So that sample will influence the 80% of your beat. So I personally would much rather spend a lot of time picking the right sample than making the beat. And so as my sample, I chose one of the weekly samples from Sample Academy, and it's called Angry Man by Dakota. And so it's this rock sample, because lately I don't know why, I'm just really into rock samples. And so what I did with it is I just got it onto tempo, I slowed it down a bit to about 89 BPM, chopped it into 2 parts, and added a little bit of processing to just tame the entire sample a little bit. That way I'm gonna have more space later on for myself to add other stuff. And so all of this together sounds like this. But now let's move on to step number 2, which is having a vision. And so if I was to give you one thing that makes Kanye stand out the most, it would be this. It would be having a vision, because this is the one thing that separates Ye from other artists. So Kanye, when he makes music, he knows exactly what he wants from it. He expects something out of the music, which just makes the process of working on music and saying no to things so easy. Because whenever you're stuck, you just go back to your vision and you just ask yourself, does my beat sound like I want it to? Does this verse fit what I need out of it? And now making music just becomes a game of persistence, of how much effort are you willing to put in to build out your vision. Of course, the other side of building out that vision is actually having the skills to do that, because if you don't know how to chop up a sample or you can't add chords, then your vision means nothing. So basically, that's where the importance of actually knowing the basics of sampling and making music comes in. But now moving on to my vision. So for this beat, I wanted to make this like dark sounding beat with very thick synths. So you can sort of imagine something similar to Kanye West's Graduation, but much darker. And so I started doing that by grabbing this burned bass, adding a little bit of processing to it to make it even bigger sounding, and I created this pattern, which for the most part, it just follows my sample. Next up, what I did is I grabbed this organ preset from the Juno synth, and I built out these chords on top of my bass line. And already the entire idea of the song started to shape up nicely, but I wanted to bring in a little bit more into the beat. But for that, we're gonna have to move on to step number 3, which is collaboration. And so now, when talking about collaboration, I want you to think about My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, which is widely considered Kanye's best album. So I just want to ask you, do you think that album would be half as good if not for the collaborations? And of course, Kanye is the guy who put all of the ideas together. And that's what we talked about in the last point, right? Basically having that vision. But collaborating with other people expands your skill set and experience that you can use for your song in a way that would take years, if not decades to do by yourself. And for this song, I actually had some of the members from Sample Academy work with me on the beat. So we had one of the members record a full verse for this song, which just gave me the ability to build a beat off of it and expand it further. That made it even better. So one thing that I now added was this electric guitar and this additional organ melody. So together it sounds like this. But now, let's move on to the last step, and that is walking away from your beats. And more specifically, knowing when to walk away from a song is almost as important as knowing when to not do that. And just to clarify, by walking away, I do not mean leaving songs unfinished or abandoning tracks. What I mean is knowing when to call a song done. So it's knowing when to say, all right, I've added enough, I should take what I have, clean it up, and it's done. And so one of my favorite examples of this is when Rick Rubin came in to work on Kanye's Yeezus. And he took the massive track list of Yeezus and simplified it into 10 songs. So to finish my beat up, I grabbed this drum break called Bad Medicine by Trespasser. I layered it with this snare, this kick. I grabbed this analog lap piano, copied my chords into it while expanding them a little bit, made a full arrangement of my beat, and yeah, that's everything. So this video was just an overview of the skills you need to sample like Kanye, but if you want to learn actual specifics, by that I mean techniques, methods, and more, then check out Sample Academy, as when you're watching this, I've already released the phase 1 of the 90 days God tier sampling roadmap, which contains the sampling foundations and the sample vault, with more coming soon after. So go check it out, it's first link in the description, and see you in there.